also this ear is very, very, very important, because it is called the split. This is when humanity has entered into the dark night of the soul, and it is creating a bifurcation of reality that is playing out at every level of reality. And bifurcation means that there's a division. Something it helps, it's inviting you to choose whether you want to live from a higher reality or from a denser reality. Bifurcation comes from the point of the heart chakra. When you are purifying yourself and moving into more of the frequencies of unconditional love, is when you are ascending into the higher spectrum of light that is connected to the higher chakras, the throat, the third eye, the crown, in which the heart chakra is connected to the love and unity. The throat is connected to the ascended power. The third eye is connected to selflessness and humility, and the crown is connected to wisdom and freedom. So this is what you experience the more that you are ascending into the higher chakras. And yet, if you keep into the lower chakras, these are the dimensions of the solar plexus, sacral and root, that they are represented by the sacral. The root one is security and survival. The sacral is pleasure and pain, and the plexus, solar plexus, is about control and power. So it depends on where your frequency, your vibration is where you are going to experience your reality. So if you are choosing to live from a place of a heart and above, in which you choose to be in service, because when you are in the lower vibrations, you live from the place of the ego structure, and from the ego structure you always are looking for, what can I get from everything, what can I get from this relationship, what can I get from everything, every choice that you make. It's about me. When you ascend to the higher chakras, is how can I serve to the whole, to make a better world, to make good for the all. And you can see nature that is giving itself constantly without asking anything in return. The sun is giving itself because it's its nature to give life, to give warmth, to give life-giving essence. And you can see this with the trees, water, all in nature is just giving itself constantly, is living from this ascended aspect of reality. When one starts to tune into that frequency of just giving away, it is just being in service for the whole, you are living from that place of unconditional love, from that place of service, from that place of how can I serve reality. And then this is when you can experience reality absolutely different. Through the bifurcation, the heart-centered is either attract upwards or downwards. This means that either you are magnetizing the higher aspect spectrum of light, or either you are magnetizing the shadow realms. It depends on where you are placing your energy and your focus. So if you are living through the upward spiral, this is when you are connected to the world of peace, harmony, beauty, abundance, expansion, service, unity. And yet, if you keep into the frequency of speaking ill, or gossiping, or spreading hatred, or whatever that is from the lower density, whatever you are focusing your attention on and placing your energy on, this is what you are going to magnetize even more, and this will be your reality. This is how you are going to experience the world. Another important aspect is that the last 7 years, we have been going through a karmic cycle. Every 7 years we have a karmic cycle. Usually in these 7 years, the first year we are working with the first chakra, the second year with the second chakra, and the seventh year to the seventh chakra, which is the crown. And then after a period of 7 years, we keep doing this, another karmic cycle of 7 years and 7 years and 7 years. You can know that this is happening because every 7 years that there's certain themes that keep coming back until you purify them, transmute them, and transcend them. And you can just think right now about all that is happening in your life at this point, at this stage. What happened 7 years ago that is in the same vibration and frequency, and what happened 14 years ago that is happening the same issues that are coming back over and over again until you purify them and transcend them. So the last 7 years we have been going through so much purification to be able to be ready for this year that we are speaking about. This is the bifurcation of timelines. And even 2022, it was a profound year in which we went deep into the darkness of our unconscious and subconscious mind. It was, for some souls, it was so profound and sometimes painful because we are touching. In order to be able to purify, you have to go deeper into the unconscious mind, where all that you weren't able to process or accept or transmute or forgive or love is hidden there, waiting for you for the right time to choose love and embracing. So this year that we are speaking about is extremely intense, that there's an increase of polarization. And as the collective resets, it is forced to face adversity, to remember who we really are. Is about going into these deep processes, internal processes. As we purify them, then we can allow the light within to emerge, which is who we really are. And even though there's a strong push in the collective, fighting and creating conflict all over the world, there's always a pull in the opposite direction. And in order to be able to alchemize those opposite directions, we need to neutralize force. And the neutralizing force is universal love, unconditional love. Because if you try to neutralize war with war, you are going to see that everyone loses. If you are trying to neutralize hate with hate, everyone loses. The only way that we can really neutralize is applying love to everything. It's about applying forgiveness. It's about applying light. At that moment, this is when the shift occurs. This is when it dissolves all that was stagnant. And the very moment that is dissolved, it never comes back. It may come back another issue, but this is already done. This is already complete. This is already forgiven. And this is what it is all about. When an action or an intention does not come from love, the karmic consequences will always come back. And it comes back with more personal or collective suffering. And the only thing that can neutralize this suffering is applying love. Love is the only that neutralizes, harmonizes, heals, and inevitably it creates unity. So pay attention to the inner voice, connect to your heart. And from the place of the heart, you will connect with the universal truth. And this is when you are able to create peace in your life. This is when you are able to make the right decisions. This is when you are able to just transcend all that you weren't able to do before.